Hey everybody. On today's show, I'm going to talk about a kind of hidden feature from the TTS platform. It's actually part of Outlook. We have a couple of TTS Outlook add-ins. What these allow you to do is use your contacts that you've added to TTS to send emails. You also have the ability to view right from Outlook, and this is Outlook on your desktop. Um, Active quotes, the ability to add internal notes to your quotes for a highlighted recipient or for the entire organization. So it's a quick way to basically access some information without going directly into the TTS site. So I'm going to show you how to add these add-ins using the Microsoft Store, and we'll go over some of the features. Okay. So without ever going into TTS, this whole video is going to be done directly in Outlook. So first you're going to notice I have two contacts or two add-ins at the top right corner named TTS Platform. This is Connect TTS Platform and Disconnect. So this will require a login to your TTS site. And then once you connect once, you won't have to log in again until you disconnect. So first thing you want to do is when you get into Outlook, you're not going to have this information. Click on Get Add-ins, and that's going to open up a website for Microsoft's App Source. And up in the search bar, you just type in TTS or Trade Tech Solutions, and you'll see a pop-up comes up, TTS Platform, Microsoft 365. When I click on that, it's going to give you a little summary of what this is all about and what it does, and get it now. Once I click on get it now, it's going to ask you to sign in to Outlook. Once you do that, it will automatically, and you have that because you have Outlook on your computer. Again, this is designed for the desktop, not for a mobile device. So once I click get it now, it goes through all those steps, and when you're finished, you will have these two icons. So I'm going to disconnect. And then notice to connect to it, ask for username or password. So I'm going to type in my username and password and log into TTS platform. All right. So first thing you notice right now is quotation activity. Since I have Matt Scarborough's email highlighted, it bases this information on this particular email message. So any email. So if you have outside salespeople, anybody that comes in, you highlight them, and it will allow you to view their information without having to type anything in. So right from here, let's get this a little bigger. We can view by selected email address or view search by contacts, enter the name of the contacts. First, let's do view by selected email. I know Matt has a lot of quotations associated with his account, and it'll say viewing activity for Matthew at Trade Tech Solutions. And you can scroll down. It gives you the little pie chart, status of your quote for the last 6 months. And also at the bottom, it gives you the comments from the contact. So Matthew is assigned to a specific contact, and that's their information. So you have that right at your fingertips, right in email, without even having to open up TTS. Another nice thing about this is notice we have our active quotations, and it'll give you some dates and the statuses. I can click on these, and those of you who use internal notes or use a quotation system probably are familiar with internal notes. Internal notes is a way to communicate with your organization, so it's internal. So by typing information in here and saving it, it'll automatically notify the person who is involved in this quote, and it's a way to have a back and forth conversation very easily directly from Outlook. So this out, and that will upload it to the video to the TTS website. Nothing else you have to do. So notice here we have view all branch quotes. So right now this is for Matthew. If I click view all branch, it's going to give us all the quotes that Matthew is assigned to, and also all the other. These are the other salespeople assigned to different quotes in the system. So there's Matthews, we have Steve. Okay, and again, you can click on those and enter your internal notes. Another thing that's built into here is we have send follow-up email. This is limited to 15 per email. So I have 165 if I wanted to do that. So what that will do is if you wanted to follow up on these quotes to anybody, it will open up a Outlook email with the body filled in with all the quotes to the selected recipient, which would be, in this case, Matthew. So on this one, it's listing all these. So this is basically a quick way to get some statuses. So they might not be listed in the system yet or changed in the system. So I can go down here, or the user can go down here, type an X. This one did not get the order. So you can actually manually enter these and then send it back. And this is what Matthew would do, and then he would reply back to this email. So quick way to send these out. Now for 1 through 15 and then 16 through 30. So again, it's only going to do 15 at a time. That's the limitation for the web server or email server. We don't want to spam people, so that's why they put this limitation in there. Okay. So notice, actually, let's go back. I'll do 16 through 30. And this is going to be the second add-in. So that's basically what you can do with the connected TTS platform. Notice now I open up an email, we have a different add-in, which is Get TTS Contacts. So these contacts possibly have been created through Outlook, but if not, you have the ability to view and search your contacts and create emails lists based on your contacts in TTS. So if I drop this down and I start typing my name, for instance, and there I show up. So I click on that and I can add that to a carbon copy for this particular email, let's say. And again, you can keep going back and adding all different contacts. And this is taking a list. This is directly connected to TTS. It's pulling up all the contacts. I'm just typing in the first name, and notice it gives me all this information right on my fingertips. I can clear this out to make it look cleaner. So let's go on to the next one. Email lists. If you have email lists built into it. Now I have some Wire email lists, for instance. Now Wire News may have a whole bunch of emails. So let's do blind carbon copies. You notice I actually had 2 names in there. So any email list that you have listed, a quick and easy way to get it into an Outlook email. And the last is going to be by type. So by type, basically architects, engineers. So these are how your contacts are built. Go back and look at my video on setting up contacts. Contact will have a type. So if they're assigned to engineers, and this one has a whole bunch, they will show up in this portion of the add-in, and makes it much easier to enter this information into your email without having to check all your contacts. So great little addition, and that's really it. If you have questions on how to install this, give us a call, and we will certainly be able to help you. It's real quick. And once it's added on, it never goes away unless you want it to go away. You'll always stay connected. If I closed out of here, came back in, it will keep me logged in. So it remembers your password, remembers your login, and makes it much easier to kind of get your emails out. So again, any questions for us in a video format, ask TTS today at tradetechsolutions.com. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.